Good days, man. And with about billions and BLK Prime, we taking over the world. So, y'all just get ready, man. It's just getting started, man. Love y'all. Me and BLK Prime have decided to part ways. There's no bad blood. They just couldn't deliver, everything that I needed, at this point in my career, right now, I'm in tip-top shape. I got myself in shape. I dropped all my vices. I'm not clubbing. I'm not drinking. I'm ready to fight. So, hit me up, man. Hit me up. Hey, be a free agent, man. Let's do this. Like I said, man, I'm ready to fight today. Anybody can get it. The Can Man is back.
What's going on, fight fans? It's your boy Cito with the Standing 8 Count Boxing. I just wanted to kind of talk a little bit about this Adrien Broner situation. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but back in October, October 2022, Adrien Broner, he came out and announced that he would be signing, that he was leaving the PBC and that he would be signing a 8-figure 3-fight deal to BLK Prime. Now, this was right around the time where Terrence Crawford had just recently announced his intentions on fighting David Avanesian on BLK Prime. Now, this really upset a lot of people. As far as the Terrence Crawford thing, it really upset a lot of people. It really stirred up the hornet's nest. But everybody kind of felt that this was really a good move for Adrien Broner. Adrien Broner, he had been out of the ring for a while. BLK Prime, they were a new pay-per-view streaming service that had yet to kind of be established, and this was kind of the first time that they were going to kind of get their feet wet in the world of boxing, in the sport of boxing. So everybody was really kind of excited about, what the future would hold for Adrien Broner and BLK Prime. Broner's first fight was scheduled to take place actually last Saturday, February 25th. He was originally scheduled to fight Ivan Redcash. Now, Ivan Redcash, he would have been a good fight. That would have been a good fight for Adrien Broner. People were really looking forward to that. No, he wasn't one of the elites, but this would have been a nice test to kind of get Adrien Broner back underneath the lights, so to speak. But due to some promotional issues, Ivan Redcash, he had to pull out of the fight. So, of course, that left Adrien Broner without an opponent. So they went out, BLK, that is, they went out and they found Hammer and Hank Lundy. I don't know if you remember Hank Lundy from his fight with Terrence Crawford. He ended up suffering a brutal knockout at the hands of Terrence Crawford. Well, now he was scheduled to share the ring with Adrien Broner, but for whatever reason, that fight fell through. I believe there was that the fight was suspended due to some other obligations that Hank Lundy had that would prevent him from taking the Broner fight. So now that would have been two fights that or two opponents, I should say, that were unable to continue to go through with the fight with Broner. At the same time, you've got Adrien Broner, he's no spring chicken. I believe he's 33, 34 years old. He's just looking to really get back out there and really put an exclamation point on his career. And last but not least, now that you have Ivan Redcash pulled out of the fight, then you have Hammer and Hank Lundy pulling out of the fight. That left none other than Michael Williams Jr. Now, for those of you that don't know, this past week before the scheduled fight, February 25th fight, it has just been a media circus surrounding the fact that Michael Williams Jr. had to pull out of the Adrien Broner fight due to a broken jaw that he suffered in a sparring session with only 9 days left up until the fight. So a lot of people are really wondering exactly like what is going on as far as getting Adrien Broner a fight. Well, I guess fight fans aren't the only ones is wondering that, because I guess Adrien Broner was wondering that as well, because early Sunday morning, Adrien Broner took to social media to kind of announce that he and BLK Prime have in fact decided to go ahead and split ways. That came as a huge shock to the boxing world, especially because just 4 short months ago, in October, everybody was kind of optimistic as far as where BLK Prime and Adrien Broner's About Billion brands, how that partnership would kind of where that would take Adrien Broner's career. And not only that, but where Adrien Broner's brand would propel BLK Prime. So everybody was really optimistic. So when it came out that Adrien Broner was no longer going to be doing business with BLK Prime, that kind of sent a shockwave through the boxing community. So I guess the real question now is, what happens to Adrien Broner? If you listen to the second clip that I played for you guys when he actually announced that he would be leaving BLK Prime, he called out to somebody. He said, "Hey, hit me up." Whoever he's talking to, I don't know. One could assume, he's talking to someone who could get him a fight, or someone who could come to his rescue, so to speak, because we really don't know what his reasoning for leaving the PBC is. I mean, we've heard some things that he said in the past, but then he's gone on to say that maybe those were taken out of context. So I don't know who he was talking to about when he said, hit me up, but one thing for sure and two things for certain, Adrien Broner, as of now, is definitely a free agent. So what will we see from Adrien Broner in the future? Only time will tell. What will we see from BLK Prime in the future? Only time will tell, because as it stands right now, there aren't any fighters over at BLK Prime. When it was announced back in October that Adrien Broner would be signing to BLK Prime, that was a time when Terrence Crawford had just announced his fight with David Evanesian on BLK Prime. So it was starting to look as though BLK Prime, they were positioning themselves to be somewhat of a contender in the fight promotion game. But for whatever reason, it doesn't look like I'll use AB's words. They weren't able to deliver. What that meant, I'll leave that up to interpretation. Only AB can, come back and put some real definition behind that. But one could only assume that seeing as how the Red Cash fight fell through, the Lundy fight fell through, and now the Williams fight fell through, one could only assume that it was due to some issue with him not being able to get any fights. But that's all I got for you. I'm very interested to see what you guys have to say. So make sure you drop any thoughts, any opinions in the comments section. As always, it's your boy C-Dub with the Standard 8 Count Boxing. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for rocking with me. Until next time, peace.